Now I look like that person from American Horror Story. Easy peasy. Disgusting. Okay, clean up on aisle 6. Some people say use a little bit of it. I decide to use a lot. And it's not glamorous, guys. The glamour's getting in, not getting out. I look crazy. It's on my teeth. But God, get you a girl who can do both, do you know what I mean? And it really hurts. So, ow. You do not want to see what I'm about to look like, girl. Okay, cut. When I told Sasha Colby that I had got Drag Race, she was like, finally, girl. Hi guys, it's Paige Three. You may finally recognize me from RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 7, and if you don't, here I am anyway. I've been filming all day with Gay Star News, and now it's time for my favorite part of the drag process, getting out of it. D-drag with me. First up, let's get these talons off. There you go. Once you've got one off, they can all come off because you just get underneath, but sometimes they crack like that.
Does it ever hurt?
It sometimes hurts to take these nails off. Sometimes if I'm in a real big rush, I'll go up against the wall and just go BAM on a wall and they'll all come off. Sometimes then they snap, but getting into drag is quite glamorous. But then getting out of it just like isn't, and the glamour just fades quite quickly. But I love it. Oh, see, me going about the day, I've still got one on. Next up is of course the wig. The weirdest place I've ever had to get out of drag would probably be in the back of somebody's car on the way home from a gig. Because sometimes, like when I've done drag, for long enough, I just literally need to get it off ASAP, and there's like no waiting. If I've done it for that long, there's no waiting. Now I look like that person from American Horror Story. You know, the one who, in American Horror Story Hotel, with the blue eyes and the earrings, that's me now. Earrings, I don't have my ears pierced, so I glue my ears together. Not together, glue my earrings on. And now the lashes, of course, come off. Easy peasy. And then I scrape my little rhinestones off. Now, we may have trouble today because I have a red lip on, and red lips are notorious for, got hair stuck to my forehead. Disgusting, okay? Clean up on aisle 6. Red lips are notorious for staining, and if I ever have to go and do anything after I've been in drag, it can sometimes be a real problem because I go and I've got this overlined lip that's still there, but I'm not in drag at all, so I start looking like something crazy, do you know what I mean? Okay, I just like to use a makeup removing balm. This one is from Aldi, and it's killer. It's absolutely killer. And I just get a flannel that's wet. And this is actually clean. That looks really disgusting, but it is actually clean. It's just once the makeup's on it, girl, don't think that you're gonna be able to get it to your nice pearly whites again. It's never gonna look the same. Some people say use a little bit of it. I decide to use a lot. And it's not glamorous, guys. The glamour's getting in, not getting out. Yeah, this is when I start to do Lady, I live for the applause, applause, applause. It's definitely giving applause core. I love it. I love that. Lady Gaga at the VMAs the other day referenced applause. That was a moment. Anyway, I like to give it a good scrub. The bit other than the lip that's hardest to get off is the eyebrows, because obviously we glue our eyebrows down, and as you can see, I'm going over and over that and they're just not budging. That's because I'm good at gluing my eyebrows down. A lot of people, I've got, like, you'll hopefully see in a second, a strong boy brow, and like my boy face is like really important to me. If I was to get rid of my eyebrow, I would just look like a completely different person. So I like to keep it, which means I had to get really good at doing my eyebrows, but I felt that I look crazy. It's on my teeth. I've just lost my train of thought because I just looked at myself in the mirror and got so shocked at myself for how disgusting I look, but there we go. So I got into drag. I used to play with drag like in my bedroom sometimes when I was at college, and I've got like friends who are makeup artists, so I was always surrounded by makeup and I've always been interested in it. I think I watched Drag Race the first time it was Detox's season. I remember her walking in and thinking, oh, what is that? And just thinking that is amazing. But first time I actually ever did drag on stage was in Kinky Boots in the West End, and something just happened inside me where I was like, what is this thing that I feel so free? I've been dancing for years, and I just felt that the dance aligned with this like freedom of just being able to do what I want and like dress how I wanted and be a different character and like not necessarily be so concerned about me, Lewis, being on stage and like emulating something different. And a lot of my insecurities about me dropped when I was on stage in drag, because essentially I'm being somebody else. It's different now because I've become a more confident person, and Paige Three has really helped me with that. And it's really allowed me to find more confidence in Lewis. So I've definitely joined the persona more, but I still keep them quite separate. And now I'm just scrubbing my eyebrows as much as I can because they are being really stubborn. The biggest similarity between Paige and I is that we're both really ambitious and really driven. Like, ever since I was really young, I get like hyper fixated on things and kind of obsessed with things. And when I really, really, really love something, I do everything I can to make it happen. And I feel that that joined up with Paige as well, because the drag industry is hard. Like, it's not easy. There's so many amazing drag artists out there, and you have to do things and be determined to make yourself known in the drag industry. And I feel like it's the same thing with finally getting on Drag Race. Like, I've tried for years, and it didn't put me off. I was like, keep going, keep going, keep going. And then season 7, it was the right time. And yeah, I think that's the thing that's most alike between the two of us. But things that are not alike is, I'd say Lewis is an extroverted introvert. I'm the class clown, but I like my own time and I like my own space. I am a complete geek. I like to go on the Xbox and play Fortnite and watch Star Wars and Star Trek and all those things. And I'd say that's very different to Paige, because she wants to be Pamela Anderson and Taylor Gray. I mean, they're like two opposite sides of the spectrum, but guy, get you a girl who can do both. Do you know what I mean? Also, I glue my sideburns. I don't know if you can see that, but I glue my sideburns as well. So I'm just gonna like give them an extra kick. Also still got half a nail on. Can you see that? Doing the same product on both of them. It's just like, so I glue my eyebrows the same as I glue my sideburns. It's just Elmer's glue and it's water soluble. So this is gonna start looking really crazy. Like, I've got no hair here and only hair here. So I'm actually gonna move on from this stage and take my wig prep off, which is tape and it really hurts. So, ow! We're gonna cut here and I'm gonna come back with a cap on because you do not want to see what I'm about to look like, girl. Okay, cut. Okay, we're back with a hat on. I'm still looking, actually, I look a bit like the aunt from Weapon right now. Extra bit, last time on this. I think I've got glue on my eyeballs and that's why it's taking so long to get off. As you can see, the red lip is being stubborn. I knew it would be. I've seen a few posts about Sasha Colby being my drag mother and some people saying, is she really her drag mother? Yes, she is. Sasha Colby is my drag mother, which is crazy in itself. I went on tour with her last year and we hadn't actually met before. And during our time of being on stage together, she pulled me aside one day and she's just like, I see a lot of myself in you from about 10 years ago. And she said, don't do any more, don't do any less, do exactly what you're doing. And that was a huge compliment because I've been a fan of Sasha Colby pre-Drag Race for ages and ages. Her Miss Continental days when she was doing 2-on-2 and when she did like nightgowns doing Mama, you know, oh my God, incredible. She means so much to the drag industry. So to be asked to be her drag daughter was a crazy compliment, but also I leapt at it. Of course I am. So yes, I am a Colby. Get into it. When I told Sasha Colby that I had got Drag Race, she was like, finally, girl. She kind of felt that she knew it would come eventually. And I did too. Like, as I said, I'm determined, so I wanted to like make it happen for myself, but she was very happy for me, and actually she was really nice and was like, what do you need? Can I help you with anything? And I just said, no, I want to do it all myself. So I didn't actually get any help at all for the show, other than from my incredible parents, but my real ones. But she's been a great drag mother so far. And speaking of parents, like, I think it's worth noting, because it's not a given and it's not what everybody has. I'm so lucky to have incredible supportive parents. Like, my biological parents are incredibly supportive. My mum is actually here. She stood over there right now. She's been running around like a hooligan. Say hi from the back.
Hello.
There she is. And she basically she gets on her hands and knees and ties up my shoes and da-da-da-da, and she's just amazing. And I'm very, very thankful, because I feel like I've been able to really push myself as a drag artist and coming out of the musical theatre industry and going into being a drag artist and stuff, because they said, yeah, go for it. And you know, and I really do not take it for granted, because not everybody has that. So lucky me. I'm going to go and finish just taking the rest of this off, and I'll be back in 2 seconds to finish this out. And that's me pretty much makeup off. There's definitely some residue, so I'm gonna go and have a shower and make sure that I look human again. Thank you for joining me in my de-drag process, going from this to this. Remember, sometimes there's two people behind the wig, so be nice, because there's a human there. Okay, see you later. My beautiful mummy. Mwah. There you go, that's the end.